Hey everybody, what's going on? Christian from Treasure here, and today we're going to be talking about the dimes that have errors and varieties that will make them worth a lot more money in the 1960 to 1964 date ranges. All of these are silver coins, but there can be a lot more value than their silver value. So the way that we'll do it, and this is for every single attributable error that PCGS and the major grading companies are recognizing. So you really want to know what they are. I'll have clear photos of each one of these coins, and then also explain at different condition ranges their price points underneath when I have the available data. So like I said, there's a lot of coins in these short number of years, so let's get right to the presentation so you know exactly what to look for. So the first 1960s Roosevelt dime error is going to be a repunched mint mark on the 1960D, and I think that the best way to see it, there's a lot of extra thickness throughout, but it's more on the inside of the D mint mark. There's a little bit of a kind of protrusion on kind of either side where one mint mark picks up where the other left off, and the AU55 is going to be about a $35 coin, while the Mint State 65 will increase significantly to about $275. There's also a double die reverse on the 1961D dime. This one can be seen with clear separation in the lettering in one dime at the bottom of the coin. So you can see it in the left of the inside and outside of the O. Same thing with the D and the I. AU55, $20. Mint State 63, about $40. Mint State 65, $135. 1962D, there's going to be a repunched mint mark. And this one, I think you can see it kind of sticking out in the northeast of the D, a little bit on the inside of the coin as well. And this one is about a $10 fine in AU, $25 in a low mint state, but a nice one can command about $100. 1963, there's more amounts of errors. This one is a double die obverse. You can see some different separation in the 1 and the 9, as well as looking in the Liberty, where there's some clear notching in the right part of the L in the bottom there, as well as in the top of the I. So definitely one to be on the lookout for. $15 in AU condition, but then mint state can be $40 to $100 as well. There's also a double die reverse. This one's clearly seen in the United States. You can see the notching all throughout this one. Top of the T, bottom of the S, and then all throughout the tops of the U, the N, the I, and the T. AU55 is $25, Mint State 63 is $55, and Mint State 65 is $200. There's a different type of double die reverse to look for on the 1963D. This one, you're going to see the shelving in the E, the R, the I, the C, all in America, so it's left to right. You can also see the doubling in the tips of the flame all through there. So also a good one. This one, values are also modest, $15 to $125 depending on condition. Then we get to the 1964 dime. There's a fair amount of doubling here, or just different errors, but this one also has a fair amount of doubling, I guess. Clear separation in the America, in the unum, in the dime, notching in the M and the I. Bigger notching and separation in the unum, and then clear shelving in the M and the E. AU55 is $100, Mint State 63 is $225, and Mint State 65 is $400. There's also a valuable error that's a little bit different in terms of how it presents. You can see it, this time it's to the right of each letter in the America. Just clearly seen. AU55 $70, Mint State 63 is $300, and Mint State 65 is probably even more valuable. There's only one, but it's never sold. 1964D, there's a lot of errors. This one's a clear double die reverse. You can really see it well in the lettering in one dime at the bottom of the reverse. AU55 is $40, Mint State 63 is $125, Mint State 65 is $250. I think the toning kind of illuminates it well, but it's pretty strong. You can definitely kind of note it all throughout that lettering. There's also a double die reverse where it seems to shift to the other side of the letters in 1964D. This one's to the right of the N, but to the left of the United. AU55 is $50, Mint State 63 is $175, and Mint State 65 is $300. There's also a repunched mint mark to be on the hunt for, and it seems like there's different presentations of it. This one is clearly to the bottom of the D mint mark, same here, whereas this one has a little bit of protrusion to the left and the bottom. AU55 is a $30 fine, Mint State 63 is $55, and Mint State 65 is $200. Then the last one that will be talking about is the misplaced mint mark. There's an extra D that is protruding to the left of the torch, right in the same plane, in the same kind of vertical position as the main D mint mark. You can see that sticking out in both of these coins. Just what looks like the bottom left edge of the D mint mark. On both sides. AU55 is a $25 coin, all the way up to $350 for this pretty unique and not commonly seen error on the 1964 coins. We're not going to get into the 65 because that would be a clad error. So this is the conclusion, but there's definitely no shortage of errors for the 1960s, the 60s silver dimes, and I'll be doing a follow-up with the clad dimes pretty soon as well, so keep an eye out for that. Thanks for watching the video. I'd encourage you to like, comment, and subscribe for more content, and get in touch with me on my website, treasuretown.yt.com, Facebook, Treasuretown, Instagram @TreasuretownYT, or Twitter @Treasuretown_YT, and I'll look forward to seeing you on some of my future vids.